There are moments in life when the most powerful thing you can do is vanish for a while. Not to quit, not to run away, but to build yourself in silence. Sometimes you need to disconnect from the world in order to reconnect with your purpose. I'm speaking to the student, to the dreamer, to the entrepreneur, to the leader, to the fighter, to the one who refuses to stay ordinary. This message is for the man or woman who knows deep inside that they were not created just to exist, but to leave a mark. We live in a culture where noise is constant. Everyone is posting, everyone is sharing, everyone is talking about what they are about to do. But very few are willing to go into the shadows and actually put in the work. Everybody wants recognition, but nobody wants the sacrifice. Everyone wants destiny, but very few are willing to lock themselves away for 6 months and rebuild from the inside out. Sometimes the only way forward is to disappear. Sometimes you have to delete the distractions. Sometimes you have to silence the world and focus on nothing but your growth. The truth is simple. The public only rewards what is created in private. Every champion you celebrate, every innovator you admire, every leader you follow, they all went through seasons where nobody believed in them. Nights of sweat, days of hunger, sacrifices that nobody clapped for. You admire the highlight reel, but you don't know the story behind it. You don't see the countless hours where they had no audience, no applause, no validation. They built in silence, and when they stepped out, the world could not ignore them. And maybe that is where you are right now. Maybe you feel forgotten. Maybe nobody is paying attention. Maybe the world doubts you. But hear me clearly, this is your training ground. This is your dark room. This is the space where your foundation is being built. The quiet seasons are not punishment, they are preparation. They are the refining fires that burn away weakness and make you unshakable. Stop telling people what you are about to do. Stop announcing your next move to those who don't even believe in you. Just go silent. Hide yourself in your books, in your gym, in your ideas, in your discipline. Stay low and work while everyone else is distracted. If you can remain faithful when nobody is clapping, if you can keep building when nobody notices, if you can remain consistent when nobody encourages you, then when you return, you will not come back the same. You will come back transformed. Understand this. Sacrifice will be required. You may have to cut ties with old friends. You may have to walk away from comfort. You may have to say no to the very things that once kept you entertained. You may have to go hungry. You may have to stay broke. You may have to live in obscurity while others shine. But if you endure it, if you can embrace the silence and remain relentless behind closed doors, you will come out of the shadows with a strength that cannot be ignored. Everything monumental begins in secret. The greatest inventions were first sketches in a notebook. The most famous masterpieces were first strokes in an empty room. The most successful ventures were once late-night plans nobody believed in. History does not remember the distractions. It remembers the ones who withdrew, focused, and came back with something the world could not deny. So I challenge you. Can you embrace the process? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and admit that the version of you that exists right now is not strong enough to carry the destiny ahead? Can you accept that without change, without discipline, without sacrifice, you will remain stuck? Some of the greatest tragedies in life are not failure. They are wasted potential. People who had the fire, the calling, the gift, but never disappeared long enough to let it grow. The silence is not your enemy. It is your ally. The shadows are not your prison. They are your proving ground. Don't fight them, embrace them. When you emerge, you won't just step into your future. You will shock the world, not because you talked about it, but because you did it in silence when nobody was watching. This is your season to unplug. This is your season to delete distractions, to walk away from the noise, to put your head down and build. Don't waste energy telling people what you will do. Use that energy to become. Use that focus to create. Use that discipline to prepare. Because when the time is right, the lights will come on, the stage will be set, and your preparation will meet opportunity. And when that moment comes, the world will have no choice but to see what you became in the shadows.